today's topic we're talking about
My
Tenet.
dog here, Ferris.
Yes, Jesus' dog,
Wait, we
Ferris.
gotta do that. We gotta
And then we'll
do
talk
that.
about my cat.
We
What's his
gotta
name?
officially
Finn.
start it.
Oh, again.
No, that's fine. Hello and welcome back to the equipment office. My name is Valerie Flores and this is Jesus Lopez.
Hello.
And today we're gonna talk about how much we hated Tenet, and that's it. That's the whole.
That's the
gonna be the
whole
hour.
podcast.
Not really.
You can talk about how much you hate Tenet. I will sit here and just be reminded of what I saw.
Because you
forgot.
don't remember
I
Tenet,
forgot
right? That's like
everything.
the whole thing.
The only part I remember is the beginning scene. I blacked out, and then
Wait, I was like,
and
what?
then no, and then Robert Pattinson, scaling the side of the building. That was awesome.
interesting.
That was interesting. And then they had a conversation with that lady, and I was like, what's happening?
So we went to go see Tenet in like a private theater.
Yeah, Cinemark. Woo.
Yeah, which is very cool because that means it was pretty safe.
Yeah,
We,
there's only
cleaned
20
the
of
seats,
us.
and there's less than 20.
No, we were 20 exactly.
Really? Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's cool.
Well, yeah, 20 exactly.
And it's like a giant theater too.
Yeah,
I mean, it's just like a
it was
Cinemark
just a
one.
theater full of friends. Love.
Oh,
Oh, Ferris,
he's not having it.
don't act like he's fine.
It's funny. He's like, get back. They're like, oh, you're
Ferris.
so cute, and he's like, ah.
Yeah, Ferris not gonna do nothing.
Hello, it's my
Ferris will
backpack,
probably
sir.
lick your face to death or nibble your hand numb.
My cat scratches me, like
You
on
get
an accident.
cat scratch fever. That's a thing.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, you gotta
That's
declaw
interesting.
them because you could
You
literally.
can't.
get
I heard
sick.
that's really bad for cats. Declawing them. I heard that's like it makes them like sad or something. It makes them like depressed. Because also
yeah,
apparently
that's
it's like
sad.
it's apparently similar to like cutting off the last like little, what is this called? Joint
the
of your
wipe?
finger.
Oh,
This
really?
part? Yeah, apparently. I don't know. I don't know.
Well, don't do that.
We don't
then.
do that, but like
Well, I don't know the effects to the cat, but I know that if the cat scratches you, you can like get sick from it. I don't know. I guess just file them.
yeah, I think doing that stuff like that is fine.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. He doesn't do it like on purpose.
Or put little
It's
mittens
really
on them.
yeah. It's probably what we're gonna do.
Little
It's
mittens.
usually like we're like playing with
Yeah,
them.
and
I told
yeah,
you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun.
It's an
It's great.
accident. Yeah, Ferris never like intentionally scratches or bites me, but he'll like nibble because he's teething. Do cats teeth? I assume they do.
I don't know. I don't. Maybe.
Never heard of that.
I've never noticed. I feel like it's easier. This is gonna sound weird. It's easier to get into a dog's mouth than a cat's mouth.
What is that?
And that's my
Oh,
platform
yeah.
for president.
That is true though. Yeah, I could just open up Ferris's jaw a little bit.
Yeah, and he like
wouldn't
kind
like
of just
it, though.
bites
wouldn't
down
like
low,
it.
and he
When I
kinda
try
do
to
that.
brush his teeth, he freaks out. Like he
That's funny.
throws himself everywhere. It's literally like fighting him. High five, Ferris. High five. Sit down. Now high five. Yeah.
Oh, that's so
what's up.
cute.
That's what's up. Anyway, Tenet. Don't
Tenet.
see it.
So you don't actually remember much of it.
God, I don't like. I remember like. It's almost kind of like if you wrote me a plot and I read the pinpoints, but I just
Oh
don't.
yeah.
Like I was like, okay, the beginning explosion. They explain what's going on.
That's interesting.
Then there was like the airplane fire. Then they were
There's an airplane fire. Oh,
yeah,
the one in the,
like the
ground,
and then
right.
like then they were like in a war, like glass. Like then they're like on water, just and then they were
The
back
war
in
part?
like London or something.
So stupid. And the London part,
Yeah,
stupid.
I didn't. Why were they in war?
They
was
were
that was that supposed to be World War III? I thought they were trying to prevent
It was
that.
stupid. They shouldn't have never even said World War III. That was
Yeah,
such
that was
a
adding too
terrible
much to
idea.
it. Yeah, they should have just kept it a simple concept where they're like, "Ooh, look at this cool concept. Let's
Yeah, let's play
do
around
something."
with it. And like,
yeah,
ever since we saw it, I was like, okay, it was a little confusing for people. I get that. I think I followed it somewhat well. Regardless, it was very stupid.
I followed the concept. The funniest part, which is because it makes
Oh.
sense, is when they're like talking and
Yeah.
he's like talking backwards. Yeah.
Chandler made a
It's
really
like
good point that it was just so. It was like I was very into it, but
Yeah.
Chandler was just like, "Come on, dude.
Yeah,
He's just talking backwards. I don't like this.
Yeah.
It sounds ridiculous."
It's kind of, I don't know. It makes sense, and I guess they're trying to show you what it would sound like, but it's also like,
It was kind of. I don't know. I
yeah.
wasn't really that about it.
in a world
that
where
I
you can
think
make
about it.
things up, you don't have to explain that they're talking backwards. You know what I mean? Because I
There
think
was
we kind of get it.
so many small problems that added up. I will say that it was very funny. And
was
I don't think it
funny.
was trying to be that funny.
That's bad.
Like, it was
was
trying to be a
bad.
little funny, but it was hilarious in ways that it probably didn't intend to.
I just wish. I know not everyone can, perfect a movie, but he did. He was trying to make Inception again. But it felt
Inception 2.
Inception 2. He should have just made a second Inception. I would have been more into it.
I'm okay with I'm not okay with the whole movie. I mean, it's weird. Like, I'm okay with it not being Inception 2.
Yeah.
It's just that it didn't work regardless.
Yeah, I think it was just rushed. Like, why? What
Something
was the rush
about it was
to get
rushed.
it out?
He rushed to get it out
Why?
for no reason. It was awful.
Yeah, like, I think, I don't know.
It was so stupid.
I want to know, like, the business behind this.
I kind of wish I didn't remember some of it like you.
Yeah,
It's
no,
like,
I
that
just
sounds
totally
awesome.
I just remember, I don't know why, I remember just sitting there staring at the screen. I just would get confused and lost, and I was like, okay, so now they're driving backwards? So like, that's cool. Oh, now he's going into the other side? I was like, oh, that's cool.
Do you remember the part where he, like, threw the suitcase on the car?
Yes, I do remember that.
In forward, he threw the suitcase, right?
Yeah.
Going backwards, the little triangle thing bounced around in the car.
Yeah.
And no part of my mind remembers why that happens.
That, and also I was very confused, because in the forward part,
Yeah.
they're driving, and then what happens in the forward part? They're driving, and he gives him the case, and they drive off, right?
Yeah, seems like it.
But in the backwards,
the case is like on the side of the road, right?
Well, that.
Oh, okay.
And he crashes, and then the guy gets out of the car. I was like, but that didn't happen in the forward.
I wasn't sure if that was forward or backwards when he did that.
I was very confused about that.
What was cool
Yes.
is him trying to drive forwards while he was going backwards. That was very cool.
Yeah.
How they explain, like, oh, it's going to be a little woozy, and then you actually see how woozy it is.
Yeah.
I'll give him props for, like, showing and not telling us so much on that.
Mm-hmm.
They did tell us, like, it's going to be weird.
Yeah.
But for the most part, that whole section was like, we get to see him really struggle driving and even walking.
Yeah.
And, like, having to breathe other oxygen.
Very true.
Chandler didn't like the fire ice part, but that's fine. Where he, like, they said, like, oh, hot things will be cold. So whenever he lights the car on fire, the evil dude.
Oh, and it froze.
And it freezes. Yeah. I was like, that's just part of the movie. I don't care.
Yeah, I kind of.
For people who haven't watched Tenet, this is all gonna be.
I guess I just like. It's just there's so much in it. You're like,
you're gonna be like, they're
going
not talking
on?
about the same movie. They're talking about 3 different movies. Basically,
the 3-part
if
series.
you haven't seen Tenet, first of all,
don't
risk your life on it.
Mm-hmm.
That's one thing. Especially if you don't have a private theater.
Yeah.
That's super not worth it.
True.
Don't waste too much of your money on it. It was kind of fun.
Yeah.
It was
fun, especially because it was just a theater of our friends, and we could all just shout at each other, and there's no problem.
Exactly, and like some of the actors were really good in it, so it was fine.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen it, don't make it. Yeah, don't. Yeah.
Just
don't make an effort, but also just don't, because it's not really worth it.
Okay. Well.
That's like the entirety of what I wanted to say. I mean, not everything I would like to say about Tenet, but if you haven't seen it, then it's like, oh, who cares about this?
On the topic of movies, still, I have been so stressed out. Not stressed really, but like, what's the next big movie that's gonna come out? Like in October, because
I don't know about a big movie, but
or like one that most people, you know what I mean?
People will talk about.
Yeah.
Black Widow has been delayed again. Dune would be the next one. Or like one of the next big ones. And it's December, and who knows if they're gonna stop it, and who knows if I'm gonna finish the book in time.
Oh yeah, you will. You're gonna do. How many pages is it?
About 600.
Okay, it's kind of a lot.
I can probably read it. I just have to start reading it.
You haven't started?
No, because I've been reading Our Revolution, and I've just been like busy with other stuff.
I know. No, I'm reading Anthony Kiedis's autobiography, and I was like, you got to be on hold, man, because I gotta finish. Because I'm finishing or trying to read The Devil All the Time, which is crazy. Man, I think like 2 pages in there was something already graphic, and I was like, but it's good.
I'm reading. I don't.
It's good. It's good though.
I just gotta start it. I don't know.
Start it.
It's gonna be. Hopefully, really good movie. It's probably gonna look really good.
Oh, I hope so. Timothy, Zendaya, Jason Momoa.
I don't know. Momoa.
Samoa.
I don't know how COVID's gonna be in December. Hopefully, it will be. It'll definitely still be here.
Yeah.
It's not gonna like like that Miley Cyrus video or Hannah Montana video where she's like leaving the house and saying bye to the house, and it's
when 2021,
yeah, COVID's gonna be like, hi guys. No, it'll still be here.
I wish
next year.
We're really treating it like next year is just gonna be gone.
Yeah, we definitely. I mean, some people are treating it like it's gone now.
True.
Yeah, and it's like
true. It feels. I'm not an anti-masker at all, but it feels so stupid. Like I was at a restaurant the other day, and you obviously take off your mask to eat, right?
Yeah.
And then I was leaving, I put on my mask, and literally it was like 3 steps out the door, and then I take it off, and I was like, what is it? I was like, what's the point of wearing the mask at that point, right?
Right.
And then the waitress she goes, write a letter to your local mayor. Like we're all sick of it, and I was like, not what I meant.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Some people take it too far. Like I get,
yeah.
I think anyone is allowed to complain about things that like related to this. There's a line. There's a very clear line. The other day, I opened that door.
Yeah.
There's a door that is now automatically locked from the outside.
Because it's just an exit.
Because it's just an exit now, which no one pays attention to.
Yeah, no one's even here much, so.
But I opened it for her. And she wasn't just like, oh, thanks. I was like, oh, you're welcome. I was like, it's crazy that this door is kind of locked. I don't really think that helps. And she started talking a little too much about like, yeah, enough is enough. Like, when are we gonna get rid of all these things? And I was like, whoa, hold on.
Yeah.
hold on. You sound too much like a Karen right now. I was just saying like, oh, this door might not actually help. You're saying like, when are we just gonna start
just be normal
smooching
again.
and kissing again?
Yeah, and like concerts and I don't know.
Like, yeah, hold on.
Yeah, no, obviously masks are annoying, but they're not worth like freaking protesting. Be like, no more masks. Like it's just a mask. You know what I mean? People in freaking China had to wear it before this just for pollution. Like they're not complaining. They probably are complaining, but they're still doing it.
It's like you could complain. I don't mind if you're complaining. It's just don't be stupid.
Yeah, just freaking wear it, man. It's not like they're being like, you can only eat cabbage.
Yeah, and like
something weird.
Yeah, you could eat cabbage.
Oh, it's gonna protect us from corona.
I'm putting that on my bingo card for 2020. Like the federal
cabbage?
Government's like, you guys know that if you just eat like
just cabbage,
chicken nuggets.
Oh.
I'll be like,
oh man, well, no, what's
why?
Okay, now you related to that kind of that question you asked where it's like, how much money would you take to not eat your favorite food? The question is, what's your favorite food and how much money would someone have to pay you in order to never eat it again? Yes. Now, what's one food that you could eat every single day of your life, but you're getting like a large sum of money?
I don't know. Honestly, as much as I love wings, and my answer to the other question is like wings, and I'd start thinking about it in the millions of dollars. Yes. I'd be like, okay, if you're giving me $5 million, $6 million, I might not eat a wing forever again.
Yeah.
But to eat it every day, I don't think I could. I'd feel so. I'm already unhealthy, but I'd feel even worse.
Oh God, I really would feel really terrible. Trying to think. I really I want to know also what are the stipulations? Like if I choose soup, is it gonna be one kind of soup or can it be pizza soup? Because I've had pizza soup and that stuff is good. Or if I choose lasagna.
Hold on. Run it back.
Pizza
soup.
So my friend's fiance's mom makes it and it sounds weird. And I looked at it. It looks disgusting, but it's so good. And I hate black olives, but it had black olives in it and it made it even better. I
think I'm just thinking too much of pizza as a soup.
But don't think of it as like brothy soup. Think of it as like a cream, cheesy.
I didn't make it any better.
Saucy.
That actually made it worse.
No, it's so good. How did it make
so
it worse? I'm gonna look up a photo for you right now.
Does it have all the main ingredients of pizza, like dough and
No,
cheese
there's no dough. Oh. It's like
is there
everything.
Tomato sauce or
I don't know how to make it. We're gonna look it up right now.
Well, I mean, tomato soup is really good, so I don't know what I'm on crack
You're adding cream, you're adding cheese, you're adding pepperonis.
Okay.
We're gonna look up pizza soup for you right now.
I can see this as
see if I can find something very similar. It essentially looks like that. It looks worse than it tastes, I promise you.
Yeah, okay. I can see this now.
It's pretty good.
I don't know why I was freaking out, but I see this now.
Ooh, now I want some pizza soup. Or some chili.
Every day we come here, we're like, man, we're really hungry.
I would, for real. I even ate like a bowl of cereal, and I was like, that'll fill me up. And then I'm here for 5 hours. I'm like, oh god. So I think it's all the videos I watch. I really.
Yeah, we watch a lot of cooking videos.
Food.
In general, I watch a lot of cooking videos in general. Like way too many.
I do too. That's one of my favorite videos.
I'm gonna make this.
And I never do because I'm in the dorm. So
right. Yeah. I do, and I'm just like, all right.
When I'm at home, I make it because I have like a bigger kitchen. But you know what'd be fun to do, which I probably couldn't do it unless we saved up money for it. If we like brought chili from multiple different places and figured out which chili was the best.
I love thinking about ideas like that. Like being like, oh, okay, I'm gonna buy a bunch of wings from all these wing places and see which one's the best.
Yeah.
And chili and like.
It just would be pricey.
Yeah. I'd be buying a bunch of food and.
I definitely want to see which chili is the best because I've heard Steak and Shake's really good. Texas Roadhouse is really good.
There's chili at Waffle House.
Ooh, see, that'd be something I think would be really good. But it also depends on the kind of chili you want.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of Wendy's.
Me neither. Do you like beans in your chili?
Yes.
This podcast is over. We gotta go.
I do if I'm eating it like just by itself because you're adding to it. But if I have it on like a burger or a hot dog, or if we're eating it somewhere, like I don't want it. You've never had chili on a burger?
Yes.
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
Say ew?
Ew about the beans in chili in a burger.
No, see, yeah, that's just like too much.
I don't like when things are really dry. So I'm eating like chili and it's like soup basically. And then just like a really dry kidney bean is there and I'm like.
See, I don't know. The ones that I've had have not been dry. Maybe you haven't had good chili.
Halt. I mean, I don't know, maybe.
I don't know. My dad's learned how to make pretty good chili, but I guess I like beans. I just don't want it to be the whole thing.
I'll marry your dad.
Dude, he's a pretty great man. The only thing is he's kind of low-key conservative. Hi, Dad. We get in arguments about it, but he's still a great man.
I'll say it. I'll divorce your dad. I'm not even.
My mom is. I'm just kidding.
Okay. I'm gonna cut this part out. But you remember how last week, and I cut that out, and I was editing it, and I was like, that's so funny. Yeah, we're back. Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to think about that because it was funny. Oh, also yeah, cut this again. Whatever. There's another part. I'll show you later. But yeah, it was really good. About Yes. How did you know?
I don't know. I just felt it.
Yeah. You said it, and I was like. Oh.
I think about that sometimes. Anyway.
And we're back.
Oh, I have is that 30 minutes?
That's about 30 minutes. Yeah.
Stop. We should have an opinion. 10-minute opinion hour.
10-minute opinion.
Like.
What's
friends.
your?
You go first.
What is your honest opinion about crack cocaine? No.
I wish I had
about this summer film that we just did. Valerie and I, like we said last time, are film students, and every summer our school, which shall remain nameless. Just make sure there's nothing in the background. Shall remain nameless is we do a summer film project. Is that really good?
Sponsor us, Starbucks. It was good. Anyway, yeah. So opinions. So
yeah, I want to know like, in relation to last year's.
I did not work on last year's because I stayed in Tennessee. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Never mind.
So I don't know all the craziness that went down.
Okay.
But I do think I can compare it to the first set I was on. The first set wasn't bad because we were in the house most of the time. We had like 1 or 2 days outside.
In the Stanley house, right?
Yeah.
That's very cool.
And the best part was, thank you, Miss Stanley. She made us double marshmallow and double buttered Rice Krispies, and they
I really enjoyed Ethan's script.
Oh yeah, I think it turned out really good.
Yeah.
I liked the aesthetic of everything.
Yes.
I liked our crew. I loved our crew.
Yes, so good.
It was great. The only thing that sucked was the freaking pump house. The
pump
house was worse than the woods.
It was.
It was so much worse. Like,
so
I hated it.
And the threat of spiders.
There were spiders. There was no toilet.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
But going to Jeremy's was probably the best way to end that. Like, we were all so loopy and like laughing. It was like 3 a.m. I'm like freezing now because I'm drinking a frap in this cold room.
Cool. My honest opinion is that I didn't know it'd turn out this well.
Yeah.
Even though like I have doubts about my own like part in it because I was the cinematographer.
Oh yeah.
Even with all that, I'm just like, dang, how did we do that?
Yeah.
That was insane. Dude.
And I'm also like sad that Kylie had to drop out from it.
Yes.
But
very sad.
I'm so glad we didn't have to do 2.
Yeah, me too.
I don't know why I thought we were going to be able to do that.
I mean, Ethan's was smaller. That's weird.
I'm just a popular girl.
Ethan's was smaller before we dropped it, so then whenever we dropped Kylie's, we
y'all added
just like,
okay.
It like just kind of
worked out.
It was worked out so well.
I enjoyed it a lot. I'm excited for next year, depending on what genre they choose.
You know what's crazy? Like, we're for sure gonna up the ante. Like, because of this one, Jeremy's gonna expect so much more out of the next one.
Oh yeah.
And we'll be like, hold on.
But that's good.
Hopefully, I'll still be here.
That's good because I want like. It's so hard for me because I live in Tennessee during the summers.
Yes.
So I'm like, I want to do something like bigger.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Let me message my friend and tell her I'll call her back.
All good, Chief. I'm just excited. As soon as we started, I was like, this is gonna be way better than last year. No offense to last year, but like, this it's just like the level of filmmaking. As soon as I knew what we were doing, I was like, this is way. Well, we were making these. What's it called? Not the storyboards.
Shot list.
We were making the shot list, and in the middle of it, I was like, this is the level of filmmaking is way higher than last year or even the year before. Like, this is insane.
Yeah, I agree.
I was very excited. And
I want us to do good stuff. I think we're all very capable of it and ready.
Yeah.
I think the most terrifying part is like we like all like want to, but we're all scared that we can't or that it's gonna turn out bad.
I want to do something else this semester, like on my own, or not on my own, but like I
a smaller project.
Yeah, I want to do another one. I think I don't want to wait very long to start doing another project.
Yeah, I have a lot of really good ideas that I want to do, but
it's just kind of hard to get people on board.
It's freezing in here.
It is very.
Can this be called the cold room? The cold podcast? It's freezing. Ooh, fun story time. What is the worst encounter you've had with like an insect or vermin?
I don't know about worst. Yeah. Flapper. I barely know her. Okay, the sound.
We should have a T-shirt that says that. Okay, let's start over on that rodent bug. So you go ahead and retell your story.
So my worst experiences with bugs and rodents. Is that what you said?
Yes, or interesting.
Like I said, it's not the worst, but just randomly, nowhere near like a really bad experience because it actually didn't hurt that much, which was very surprising.
Really?
I thought wasps would hurt a lot, but I was putting on a glove, and there was just like a wasp in the thumb part, so it just stung me at the very tip, and I was just like, "Why are you in my glove?" That's what I'm worried about.
Did you like get it out?
I think so. I don't remember actually seeing it.
On the ground and stomped.
The thing is, I don't remember seeing it.
Really? It was all in your head. It was so fake. That's why it didn't hurt.
Yeah. It didn't hurt much, but I was just like, there was certainly something in there. I don't know. That was weird.
We'll go on to my stories.
We were talking about something.
So I went to the playground in my grandparents' neighborhood, and it was an older playground. Like, it was like a wooden playground, but no one was ever there, and I wanted to go, right?
Yeah.
Oh, the thing's dying. Okay. And then I went on, they had a little tire swing under it, right?
Right.
And I'm swinging on it, and I just got there, just start swinging, and out of nowhere, something flies on my face and starts, like, attacking me, and I'm like, I go like that, and I didn't feel it sting me, but I was freaking out enough, and I start running and screaming, and I feel it.
How old were you?
Like 8 or 9, or
That's
something
funny.
like that. Yeah, and I felt it, like, stinging me, like not the stinging me, but like the pressure, right? And I was screaming, and they drive me home, and I'm laying on the couch, and they're like icing it, and my lip was like fat.
Oh,
it stung me around the lip.
Sounds awful.
Yeah. So my second bug story is quick. I had a mirror on the corner of my room, and I would always keep my like curling iron behind there because I would do my hair in the morning, and I went to go grab it, and out of nowhere, a cockroach like.
Oh
yeah,
no!
Yeah,
no.
I was like,
oh no!
I like could not, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do
Hate
it.
that.
And speaking of bugs and daddy long legs, actually no, I'll tell you after the podcast because because bugs and rodents. Hope they never appear again.
We'll just kill them all. No, we won't. But
except for spiders have to stay. They eat.
I agree.
And dragonflies.
Why don't we just get rid of all the bugs that spiders eat? Oh wait, but then spiders would die.
That's true.
Well,
yeah.
you know
we
what?
could feed them.
If they're not here, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, okay. Like what do bugs really do for us besides eat each other? Like
Exactly.
what are they doing for us?
Yeah, you can't just be like,
I
eat bugs for you. It's like, what if there's no bugs?
Yeah,
and
you're like I'm out of a job. Like mosquitoes make our lives harder.
What are they here
Dragonflies, for? I'll keep. They eat wasps.
They're kind of cute. But then, well, yeah.
So they're like our dark nights. You know what I mean?
We can change out these, or at least like end it.
Yes. Ba-dum bum 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 ba-dum bum. Equipment podcast.
Thank you for watching. We will probably stop existing soon, so.
Hope so. We have 7 years. If we stop existing, we're not gonna know. It's just gonna be.
Oh, okay. I'm scared.
You're scared.